Yo, welcome back. Zycor here, and today in ARK, I'm gonna tell you how to tame the new Ceratosaurus. Now, Wildcard just released this creature just recently here, just like yesterday, and it seems to be a pretty interesting creature. Seems pretty cool, and yeah, it seems like it's gonna be pretty useful. It looks like it might heal and be strong for possible bosses and stuff like that too. So yeah, it looks like a pretty good creature. So anyway, yeah, first thing you'll need to know is where they spawn. And the place I've found them, at least here, is I found them on Carno Island. There's a lot of them here, actually, quite a few. And other than that, maybe in some places other than, you know, where other carnivores spawn, like Carnos and Rexes, but who knows? We'll see. But at least where I've found them is Carno Island. There's a lot of them here. So basically, the first thing you'd want to do is make sure you have a very highly defensive tame. Like I've got my Thyla here that is very strong, has a lot of health, which it probably could use a lot more health, and it needs to be healed here. So I'll do that quickly before I actually head out. But have a good saddle. A very good saddle, and probably bring as much food as you can to possibly feed it. Well, you know, maybe if you can, to heal it up, because it's going to take a lot of damage. So let me heal up my Thyla here, and I'll head over there and try to find one. Okay, my Thyla's all healed up, so I'm going to head over here. Now, the thing you'd want to do first is you'd want to go and kill a bunch of them. Because, let me see in my inventory here, you will need a bunch of these Ceratovenom spines. The Ceratovenom spines are for making this engram, this new item, at level 60. Down here at the level 60s. Yes, this hemoglobin cocktail. And it's kind of funny because, yeah, Wildcard has it misnamed at the moment. Hemogoblin cocktail. It's kind of funny. I'm sure that'll be corrected, but anyway. So yeah, you use 10 Ceratovenom spines and 15 blood packs and 10 narcotics to create each one of these. So you get the engram, and then you get as many of the venom spines as you can to craft as many cocktails as you can. So you have to kill them for it. As far as what I've experienced, you can get 1 to 4 of them from each Ceratosaurus. Let's see. There's one over there, and there's another one over there. There's a Rex over there, and Ceratosaurus over there. And there can be baby Ceratosaurus too, so that's also something to think about. So Ceratosaurus can be parents. That's something to remember. So I will take out this Ceratosaurus because those two over there are, I think, a lower level, and I'd like to possibly try to get one now. Let's see. This is a level 10 one. Yeah, as you can see, I got 4 Ceratovenom spines from that one. So that's pretty good. So if you can get the spines, then you can make the cocktail, and that's what you use to go after them. Now, what I have set up here is a basically 2x2 dino gate trap. So basically, yeah, 2 dino gates wide by 2 dino gates long. And this seems to be an okay way to tame them. Basically, you want to get them confined, because otherwise it just knocks you around a lot and runs around a lot. So if you can get them confined into a smaller area, it helps a lot. So let's go over here. There are a couple over in this direction. I will see if I can grab one, and I'll see if I can get it in the trap. Getting it in the trap is the challenge. But the thing is, you need to be in the trap with it too, so that's also beneficial in a sense of getting it into the trap. Now let's see what levels these are. That one's a level 15, and that one's a level 5. I mean, yeah, high levels would be nice, but I guess I'll take this level 15 one for demonstration purposes. Currently, my rates are at 1x, so yeah, my rates are going to be low. So what you do is, yes, it will... Actually, you know, since it's following me, let's try to get it back to the trap. And they can run very fast. They can run faster than a Thylite. So get it in here. And it may stop following you. And then get it in the trap. May have some difficulty getting it in the trap. There we go. Now you'll want to close the door if you can. And not get off, but there we go. Now you'll want to use the Ceratosaurus venom. You can use the Ceratosaurus venom before you drag it too. And then as it bites you, when you have the venom activated, you basically use the venom, or not the venom, the cocktail. When you use the cocktail on your dino, it's on your dino, and you see it will start getting drunk, 6% drunk right now. So as it continues to bite your dino, it will continue to get more and more drunk. And that's what I mean by your dino will take a lot of damage. If it's a high level one, your dino is going to take a very high amount of damage, and you might want to, you know, consider, like, you know, taking a good amount of healing stuff with you. Because let's see if I can get some healing going on here. You can heal up even while this is attacking you, so that's a very interesting thing to do. 25% drunk. So yes, it will continue to go up and continue to get more and more drunk as it bites on you. So let me get this fully drunk. Something to note as well is that if it stops biting on you for too long, the amount that is drunk will reset. So that's another reason for the trap, so that it doesn't start running around you and just resetting its drunk status. And then every 120 seconds you'll have to reuse the hemoglobin cocktail as well, which will then continue raising the drunk status. Another thing to note as well is that it cannot be carried by a Quetzal. It can only be carried by a Rhino. So if you want to pick it up and drag it into drop it into the trap, well, you have to use a Rhino to do that. Quetz won't work, which in turn will mean that a Wyvern will not work as well. At least that's the thought. I have not tried a Wyvern yet, though. Okay, it is almost fully drunk. There, it is 100% drunk. So now what you'd do is you'd get off of it, and now you can see feed it extraordinary kibble to tame. So you keep feeding it. Now the only kibble that it takes is extraordinary kibble. It doesn't take any other kibble. I tried exceptional kibble, I tried superior kibble, all those. None of them take except for extraordinary kibble. So yeah, you have to get some good extraordinary kibble for it. And at level 15 with 23% taming on this looks like it gives a good amount. I believe I had tried it on a level 100 and it gave like 14% taming percentage, taming progress. So yeah, it is a good amount. Actually, it was about 7.4% taming progress. So it took about, I think it was like going to be 14 kibble. That's what it was. So you just keep feeding it here every time it gets hungry. And if it if it loses this drunk status, you will end up having to get it drunk again. So that's another reason to have a dino that has very high health. So who knows? Maybe things like, I mean, I guess you could say a Diplo or a Bronto. I mean, I don't know about those, but the Thyla seems to work quite well, especially to get it in a trap. But otherwise, yeah, it's just something that has really high health. What you could do is specifically spec a Thyla with really high health, putting all points into health, and it could actually go quite well with that. But other than that, yeah, your best option is to get something with high health. And also another thing to note is that I noticed that if you just stop taming it here, like if you just leave it and it becomes undrunk, you leave it alone, you actually just leave the area, it will not lose taming progress or effectiveness. So it can last quite a while without any. So that gives you the opportunity to go and heal your creature to come back and continue the drunken feeding. And one more feed here, and this level 15 should be done. Which I think it only took like 4 kibble or something like that for level 15. I didn't actually look. But I know the wiki says it takes superior kibble, but that's wrong. It actually takes extraordinary kibble. So it's just about done here. And then it will be ours. And this is basically just a passive tame once it's drunk. And you can see it's got like a drunken swagger. It's just swaying back and forth as it's drunk. Now higher level ones, there we go. So yes, and that's how to tame a Ceratosaurus. They seem like they're pretty interesting, and apparently you get the dossier after you tame them. Okay, that's an interesting way to get the dossier. So that's the dossier. But yeah, pretty interesting. They seem like a very cool dino though, and let me check out the saddle is also a level 60 engram, so that's something that you need to remember as well. And I am thirsty. So yes, this Ceratosaurus saddle really only takes fiber, ingot, and hide, so it's very simple to craft. But then, yeah, they seem like they're pretty cool and will be a good addition to your creature needs. And yeah, this small of a trap actually works quite well for them to keep them contained, and it doesn't knock you around. And yeah, it can be kind of a pain in the butt when they're biting you and knocking you all over the place, and then they run away and lose their drunken status, and yeah, it kind of makes it a bad taming experience. So yeah, in the trap here works quite well. Okay, let's see what a high level 1 can do. See its skills after opening the door, because apparently they have problems opening the door. There we go. So it has a left click attack, has a right click spin attack that has a little bit of a cooldown. Okay, there we go. And if you're looking down, it does a headbutt, or it looks like it just kind of does a headbutt or a spin attack if you right click. Okay. Interesting. And then doesn't have with control it can roar, which is kind of nice and fun. No C attack though or anything like that. Now it looks like they have the ability to run, like they have a fast run speed. They just kind of like a dire bear. They will accumulate run speed and start moving quite quickly. And it looks like they break through rocks too. Now let's see what happens. I think if you hit a button, And I got hit really far from that. Okay. So let's see. It can bite pretty hard, but it looks like they can be defeated by Rexes. They will cause bleeding though. And it looks like it heals you when the bleeding damage takes effect as well. Yes, I'm gaining 75 and 79 health, I believe, is what it looks like. Now it looks like they do take heavy damage from Rexes though, so they're probably not as strong as Rexes in the sense of damage. Using the right click attack. Does 104 damage. There we go. Okay. Looks like they can gather Prime too, so that's pretty good. There we go. So they're pretty interesting, and they look like they're pretty fun. The run mechanic looks like it's really useful for travel. And just, you can run right into a right-click headbutt as well. It kind of does a headbutt and or a spin attack, so I'm not sure which it would be. But they're a pretty cool creature, and yeah, pretty interesting to have, and we'll see what, you know, what good use they'll have for like bosses and stuff like that. Supposedly in the dossier it says something about being good for bosses. But I can see where this could kind of get to be a little bit annoying, doing the run animation here, and then you let go of the dash and it just slides to a stop. So I can see that being just a little bit of a slight annoyance. If you're trying to just run for a little ways, then you end up getting stopped by having to slide to a stop. That could be a problem. But anyway, yes, this is the Ceratosaurus. It's a very cool creature, and yeah, this is how to tame it and how, well, kind of what it does as well. So yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.